This week on Country Music Junkies, we're speaking with Canadian country music artist Marshall Dane. Marshall, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now,
my pleasure.
Well, thank you. Now, is it safe to say that 2013 has been one of the best years yet for you musically?
You know, it would be fair to say that each year gets better, and 2013 was definitely a better year. Yeah, it was a great year. So many things went down. I don't know where to start.
Well, I mean, let's start with maybe your nomination at the Country Music Association of Ontario Awards, Male Artist or Album of the Year. That's crazy. How did that make you feel when you first heard the news that you were nominated?
Well, first I was proud of our little Ontario province for coming up with an association, because it means a lot as an independent artist, and it means a lot for, just really anybody to have access to that kind of level of association that can help you out. So when I all of a sudden got the phone call that I was nominated for anything, I was pleasantly surprised, and then to find out that it was male artist, and then I'm looking through the categories, and you're right beside little guys like Johnny Reed, and and by little I mean huge.
Absolutely.
So it was great. It was a real honor, and it was exciting, and I got to participate in the event, and I love doing that stuff, so it was great.
Well, that's great. Now, recently you just joined MTS Management Group. What kind of brought that all together?
Well, basically what was going down was we were looking at putting another single out here in Canada, and then discussions started with, there's all kinds of stuff happening now for 2014, and part of the discussions are I'm going to be returning to Nashville a lot more to do writing, and we wanted to kind of just tap into a different part of the market. We wanted to go down to the States a little bit, and MTS offered a little bit of radio promo for us to do so, and as well as some promotional and publicity, so that when we're traveling to Nashville, and again, this is the independent thinker saying, when we're traveling to Nashville, you can either, leave, mid-Ontario and drive straight down in a day and a half,
right,
or you could take 3 days and you could do some interviews along the way, and you could meet some people, you could, do some performances, that kind of thing. So we started thinking that, well, let's try and work that angle, and as it turned out, we ended up getting hooked up with MTS, and we've only been doing some work together for a few, short days, and it seems to be working out really great so far. So.
Well, that is great. We look forward to kind of seeing how things continue to evolve for you in 2014. Now, let's talk about your new album, One of These Days. It's a follow-up album to the album that you released in 2010, Running Stop Signs. Everyone that listens to country radio in Ontario especially has heard One of These Days. Let's talk about the album and what people can expect to hear from the album in addition to the single.
Well, the album, again, just like, each year keeps getting better and progresses, this album, to me, shows a growth from Running Stop Signs. It shows an increase in what we paid attention to, I guess. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's, One of These Days is a positive, happy album. There's some songs that go dark, on it, but for the most part, it's a very uplifting album that's, it's basically, we're not taking it anymore. Today is the day that we say no. Or today is the day that we move forward and we say, no more waiting around. That kind of MO behind a lot of the record.
Okay.
Even one of the slowest songs, Not Today, also has that same kind of vibe.
Well, that's awesome. And if fans want to check out that album, where can they go to find it?
We've got previews on our website, which is marshalldane.com, and also, if you keep checking up to the website, coming up to our new single release in February, we're going to be updating all kinds of new items on there, as well as the overall look, so that'll be exciting. But you can always find us on iTunes. We're pretty much anywhere you can find it online. You can find One of These Days.
Excellent. And if fans want to connect with you personally, Marshall, how can they do that through social media?
The best ways, I would say, are Twitter and Facebook, and my Twitter handle is @MarshallDane. That's MarshallDane. And my Facebook, if you go to facebook.com/MarshallDaneMusic, you can check out samples of music there. You can see my regular interactions, and if you got questions or if you want to chat out there, that's where you can find me.
Excellent. Well, Marshall, thank you so much for your time today. Fans, be sure to check out MarshallDane.com and all his music on iTunes, and definitely head to the website to have a jumping off point for all of his social media and everything like that. Thank you so much, Marshall. We wish you the best of luck with 2014, and we look forward to staying in touch.
Right on, right on. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thanks.